President Robert Mugabe was instrumental in liberating Zimbabwe from British colonial rule and is revered as the founding figure of this South African nation. He was among the rare presidents unafraid to express his opinions openly. Below are several instances showcasing Mugabe's outspoken nature. Regardless of one's sentiments toward him, he was a charismatic, daring leader who made a significant imprint on his country's history. Without delay, let's proceed to the video.
Let no one who is negative want to spoil what we are doing for ourselves in order to unite Africa. We belong to this continent. We don't mind having and bearing sanctions banning us from Europe. We are not Europeans. We have not asked for any inch of Europe, or any square inch of that territory. So, Blair, keep your England and let me keep my Zimbabwe.
Are you on your knees a little bit at the moment to the IMF? I mean,
No, we are not.
Survive without the IMF if they don't give you these extra loans?
They can go hang. Tell them that.
We equally reject attempts to prescribe new rights that are contrary to our values, norms, traditions, and beliefs. We are not gays.
The white farmers have channels they must follow. They are not superhuman beings. They have been talking to the vice president who is in charge of the land acquisition program, Comrade Joseph Msika. They are not satisfied with that level of authority, and because they think by virtue of their being British and being white, they are more divine than anyone else. The Western countries, in particular the United States and the European Union, who imposed illegal sanctions against Zimbabwe, have, to our surprise and that of SADC and the rest of Africa, refused to remove those sanctions. If they will not assist the inclusive government in rehabilitating our economy, could they please stop their filthy, clandestine, divisive antics?
They know that the farmer is the most racist of the white citizens in the country. And the white farmer has been the crudest of the whites in this country, the most backward in terms of the enlightenment and education.
I sit here and I listen to you describe these farmers.
Yes.
If you were white and you were referring to black people that way, most people would take those to be racist comments.
Well, how do you speak about racist or racial practices without condemning them?
May I just ask you one question, sir? On what basis do you now regard yourself as President of Zimbabwe?
On the same basis as Mr. Brown regards himself as Prime Minister of Zimbabwe. Precisely on that basis.
You don't want your security man here to beat me up in front of you, I'm sure.
Yeah, but don't ask stupid questions.
Okay, but then, sir, say what you would like to say, sir.
Please.
But we are not a British colony.
Come on.
You must know that.
Tell him again.
We are not a British colony.
Tell him again.
What have the British to do with Zimbabwe? Who are you?
Tell him again.
You bloody idiots.
Things were going so well for the independent Zimbabwe. They've not been going so well now. It's perhaps just looking like you've stayed in power too long. And the trick of all great leaders is surely to sort of know when to move aside. In Britain, Margaret Thatcher was there for 11 years, and most people thought if only she'd gone a few years before that, she would have gone down more popular than she did. Don't you ever think maybe your time is up? You've been there a long time, actually.
You recognize the difference between Zimbabwe and the United Kingdom, don't you? And between Thatcher and Robert Mugabe.
All
not
leaders
quite
want to
an
hang on.
admirer
All
of
leaders
that.
want to hang on, and they all hang on a little bit too long, and they never step down
No,
until it's desperate.
I'm serving a term of office I was given by the people of Zimbabwe, and they are the judge, no one else. The West would be the West, Europe, and America would be happy if I left the scene. But to talk to my people, go round. Haven't you? If you haven't gone round, talk to the people all over.
Will you be there in the next election, or will you step aside, Greg?
I won't tell that to you or to the West. When I make my announcement, it will be to my people who chose me, to my party first and foremost, and they are the ones who will get it from me first and foremost.
Maria Stevens, wife of David Stevens, who was a farmer that was killed, reportedly forced to drink diesel fuel, shot twice in the face by war veterans. His wife says that you should be held personally accountable for his death.
Why? I wasn't there. I didn't give instructions to anyone.
Shame, 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 we say, to the United States of America. Shame, 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 we say, to Britain and its allies, who have continued to impose sanctions, illegal sanctions upon our people.
Would you be happy to see all the white people leave Zimbabwe?
No, I've said so out of anger.
Would you be happy if they left?
If they left on their own accord, good. They would make land more available. Why not?
And we decided to do things this way so that there is an orderly process. If there are investors who are frightened by the fact that the people are being empowered, well, they might as well keep out.
People must always come first in any process of sustainable development. And let our Africans come first in the development of Africa, not as puppets, not as beggars, but as a sovereign people. Regime change, Mr. Blair. Who are you? Who are you to talk of regime change in Zimbabwe? One of us? By what connection, sir? Do you hear me? Ancestral connection? And who were these ancestors? Can we know? No, Zimbabwe is for the Zimbabweans. Well, the UK is trying to teach us how to run our country. Naturally, we resist that. We do not accept. We are not a British colony any longer. And we have difficulties, you see. Britain has no right at all to try and suggest to the rest of the world that we are a failure. Nor have they a right to try and suggest to us what we should do. We are not an extension of Britain. There is any country we should now be considered for sanctions is Britain for interfering in the domestic affairs of Zimbabwe. The British have no standards apparently to guide them, and if they do, they would be misfiring. And since I'm here, I will take care of them.
What are your thoughts on our collection? Do you agree with the list or not? Are there additional instances you believe should be included? Feel free to share your comments in the section below. Don't forget to like and share. Goodbye for now.